Accent marks part 1. Which vowel do I stress? In Spanish, how do I put the emphasis on the right syllable? Or put another way, how do I put the emphasis on the right syllable? Let's look at the word emphasis. Do we say emphasis, or do we say emphasis, or do we say emphasis? Look at the word syllable. Do we say syllable, do we say syllable, or do we say syllable? In English, you just have to know where to put the stress, which vowel, the first vowel, the second vowel, the third vowel, or you have to guess. And if you guess, you end up sounding like a foreigner. Or is that foreigner? All right, so let's look at a very important rule in Spanish. Okay, very important rule. You'll want to write this down. If it ends in a vowel, an N, or an S, the next to last vowel gets stressed. I'm going to say that again. If a word ends in a vowel, an N, or an S, the next to last vowel gets stressed. Now let's look at some words I think you probably already know, which end in a vowel, an N, or an S. And in all of these, the next to last vowel gets stressed. Okay? Chico, restaurante, casa, chimichanga, Venezuela, estudiante, inteligente, hablamos, escuela, amigo. Notice all of those words that we just heard that you know, hopefully you know, end in a vowel, an N, or an S. And in all of those words, the next to last vowel gets stressed. All right. Happily, in Spanish, most words, I'd have to guess at least 80% of Spanish words do in fact end in a vowel, an N, or an S. Let's consider some nouns like chico. Chico, vowel. Chica, vowel. Chicos ends in an S. Chicas ends in an S. Let's look at some verbs. Hablo, I speak, ends in an O. Hablas, you speak, ends in an S. Habla, he speaks, ends in an A. Hablamos, we speak, ends in an S. Hablan, they speak, or you guys speak, ends in an N. Some adjectives. Alto, tall, ends in an O. Alta, tall, ends in an A. Altos, tall boys, ends in an S. Altas, tall girls, ends in an S. So again, I'm guessing at least 80% of Spanish words end in a vowel, an N, or an S. And if a word ends in a vowel, an N, or an S, the next to last vowel gets stressed. Now hopefully watching this clip will help you guys put the emphasis on the right syllable. Hi, Craig. This is a cast iron bank. They were real popular at the turn of the century, and this one is Uncle Sam collecting taxes, I guess. You put a coin in its hand, in this case it's a quarter, and then there's a trigger or a button you push. Isn't that fun?